all of that, being able to stay relevant for an extended period of time, very hard to do. That's the first time I saw a maze, like, I was on board with a maze. Like, I swear, 30 seconds into the first time I ever saw a maze on stream, and Goddess is going to fall. That is a tough start to this one. A maze is going to really have to put in some work if they want to bring it back for this red team.
All right, so I'm going to look at this, and I'm instantly going to say that is not Goddess.
Yeah, Goddess is a bot.
That is definitely not Goddess. But we have seen somebody get clapped up by a bot before.
That's true. That's true, man. You're gonna do him like that. That's rough. He's not. This isn't even his region. He's not even here to defend himself. This isn't even EU. He's probably asleep right now.
Oh man.
And you're sending shots through his window.
Hey, you know what? You ever seen you know what? I can't even think of the movie, so we're gonna go ahead and bypass that. And what we're seeing here, I'm assuming that we might, are we waiting for Goddess to get back in? I think, or are we just gonna take like a homie game, right? Like how do we do
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Normally, like the rule is 10 seconds into the round, if anything happens, you start SDing, and that's like the signal to we're just going to completely wipe that game.
Yeah.
We're going to get back into it once the connection issue has happened. Or, I mean, even if you pick the wrong stage, 10 seconds in, if it's before that, just SD, and we'll pretend that never happened. I don't know what is going to happen with this. I mean, Elsom and Doggo did, like, give time to Goddess. I don't know if it was like a full disconnect. It did seem like bot behavior for a moment, but also there was a time where Goddess was just standing straight still on the soft platform and it was on the right side, and that is not bot behavior. So Goddess, I mean, everybody's on their second stock, Goddess included, so she's trying to do her best here on this one. Gonna get knocked out, but I mean, look at Elsom taking a lot of damage as well on a lower defense character coming out with the Satori. We could see Elsom getting caught in a bad spot, taken out of the game.
And this is an even game, very close. If they can get Elsom stock out of there, this will really, really be close. Wow, look at the side signature going all the way out there and touching somebody. Reach out and touch somebody. But Goddess, I don't know what happened to Goddess. Goddess got KO'd while I was talking about that side signature, and now you are all alone to deal with these two, Doggo and Elsom. I think it is a tough comeback. I don't know if it's possible, but we're gonna see what happens. And the Lance is here, tried to get it, but the late dodge from Doggo saves him from the side there.
Ooh, GC sidelight from Doggo is going to miss. Didn't quite have it on that one. Didn't have the timing. Well, I actually don't know if we're doing a name change now. The Start GG name is still a maze, but we are seeing Asmodie on here, and we're seeing that on the overlay as well. So I'm not sure. We're just gonna move forward with the name Asmodie, and she's doing a fantastic job here in this 1v2 situation. She's reasonably healthy on it, still in the, I guess, beginning stages of Orange. That nice side air is gonna take out Doggo, put Doggo on his final stock. Nice neutralite. That's gonna have Elsom in the orange. Pretty good spot. So any like major hit that's on Elsom, that's gonna completely split up the team, even if that doesn't lead to an immediate KO.
That is a very good look, because I was definitely going to mention if you get this stock out of there, then it would have been a good look to create a 1v1. But like you said, any touch allows you to get some damage on a Doggo. Any touch is going to push Elsom out of the picture and create 1v1-ish situations for yourself. Bow, there you go. Now you're fighting one, but you get picked up, and the combo is good. Doggo closing the game out for Team Blue.
And that game was Asmodie just completely having to make up for whatever issues Goddess was having in that moment. And that's a tough spot. That's a tough thing to put your teammate through. Obviously, it's due to no control of Goddesses whatsoever. But the fact that, like, Asmodie almost did it. Almost did it to him.
Almost did it to him. And I'm telling you, with a full-fledged Goddess in the next game, and you see the 723 damage coming out from Asmodie, they might have Asmodie phobia.
You take that W if you're the blue team, but you're not really feeling that good about it. I mean, it's nice to have a +1 on your side, but you gotta be worried about what Goddess is gonna bring to the table once we probably take a momentary break here to make sure Goddess gets the connection back where she wants it to be. Man, look at that. 490 damage coming out from the bow. Even with that, almost 200 damage from the Lance. So even though it is leaning towards the bow coming out from Asmodie, it's definitely not one-sided whatsoever. Asmodie is not just a bow main who happens to have a Lance.
That bow is a dangerous weapon. I think it's a great ones weapon, honestly. I never looked at it as like a really, really good 2v2 weapon, but that 490 damage is showing me otherwise. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that the Lance is going to be a little bit more represented. Either way it goes, 723 damage. I think you really got to figure out what you're going to do here, because you collected data on Asmodie in this match. You collected no Goddess data. And it doesn't matter if you fought Goddess before. Every tournament, a player can play completely different than last time. You don't know what they learned along their journey. So this is going to be a tough deal. I'm looking for Team Red to take game 2.
I would think so. If we can get Goddess's issues under control, 100%, I would be putting my money down on the red team. I'm putting it on Asmodie. I'm putting it on Goddess as well. I have so much confidence in that team. I want to look at their trip through the bracket while we wait on this next game to start, because they came into top 8 on the loser's side. Their first set in the loser side of the bracket was that top 8 qualifier. It was against Jaxta and I'm definitely familiar with for sure. So let's see who sent them down. It was Vey and Hypka. Who might just be winning this tournament. The fact that you went down to, seems like the best team so far in Australia, at least this weekend, not the worst spot to be in.
Not the worst spot to be in at all. But if we get another connection issue from Goddess, that will be the worst spot to be in. But we're going to go ahead and put a zip blessing out there. That is not what's going to happen right now. We're going into game number 2. Team Blue, Doggo and Elsom have the lead, and it looks like we have a healthy internet connection from Goddess to get into this bad boy, but no weapon in hand. Hasn't really taken much damage. Good start from the blue team, though, because they're swinging away, and they have control of mid-stage.
I do like the spread, even though it's more of a traditional character pick coming out from the blue team. I do like the spread. Hattori, just a utilitarian, a workhorse of a character. Brynn, same kind of thing. Nice spread in the weapons, nice KO potential, nice just regular defensive moves, offensive moves, sort of utility-based moves where you have a get-off-me tool, you have a nice edge guard tool, you have some spiking tools. Just solid hitboxes from both of these characters. Very strong. That's why you see them so often in 2v2.
I gotta ask you a question here.
Okay.
Am I hearing workhorse incorrectly? What is workhorse?
Workhorse, it's like it's your daily driver, right? You're not driving the Ferrari to work every day. You're taking the Ford F-150. You're taking the Toyota Corolla. It's going to get the job done.
All right, so that's why I asked you, because I thought I knew what it was, and I'm not going to allow you to call Brynn a workhorse. I'm not going for it. I'm not letting it happen. Not on my watch. Oh, my gosh. All right, Doggo is out getting a KO on mid-screen. Elsom and God is fighting for their lives on the side. Neither one really could take control of the situation. Finally come back to mid-screen, and good help out from Elsom to come over there and get Asmodie off of Doggo on that side, left side.
Yeah, really the defensive options, the peel, almost like we're talking about a MOBA coming in here. The ability for Elsom to come in and say, no, that's my AD carry. You better get off of him right now. I'm going to grab you with some CC that really doesn't exist in this game. But somehow Elsom is able to do that on a lower defense character, so definitely not a tank, definitely not the most KO potential, but Elsom is doing a great job with it. And we were at a very even game, but due to Elsom's damage on the second stock in a pretty good spot, still technically in the orange, even though Elsom is in danger of being edge guarded. Elsom's still alive in this one. We could see the red team taking a solid lead here if they're able to get the full team wipe.
I'm going to tell you like this, man. I'm buying your mixtape because that MOBA bar was beautiful. That was amazing. And you know what else was beautiful? The side signature coming out from Goddess. Goddess dunking their own teammate. What is happening?
That's tough to watch because you see the idea that the red team had of you're going to do some moves, I'm going to follow up. We're going to play correctly like the best teams in the world do, but their wires got a little bit crossed. They were not quite on the same page, and the team KO came out. You hate to see that, but a beautiful spot dodge from Doggo to keep himself safe from that D-Sig that came out from Goddess.
Yeah, because that would have been Dunkaroonie. Okay, nice recovery from Asmodie. Doggo being protected by Elsom because Goddess wanted to go out there and edge guard. And here we go. Nice job. Gonna get a spear in hand. Doggo trying to fight back, trying to find an answer here to really honestly help out as Elsom. Elsom has really been holding it down for the team, and Doggo's kind of here and there getting some stuff rolling for them. This is the Elsom show to me.
The blue team is behind at this point. Elsom's going to need a weapon. I mean, we see the double recoveries coming out. That's not going to have the KO potential or even the damage potential that this blue team needs to fight their way back in this one. Elsom was able to grab a weapon. That insig would have been a huge spike. Nice punish coming out from Elsom while Asmodie was in the air. The sword recovery. A neutral air from Asmodie. Interesting choice there. When Elsom was very much in the red, they do get the KO onto Doggo, giving this 2v1 situation, but it's certainly winnable for Elsom. Not anymore.
Okay, see, you saw that recovery. That's what I thought we were going to get on the last combination. But we got a neutral light. Still ended up winning the game, but that wasn't the one. Hold on, what are we looking at? 906. Oh, bro, are you kidding me?
Is that Cody Travis? Is that Cody Travis playing the Vector here? I want to heap so much praise on Asmodie for that, because like that's a big number. But that means that's the damage that Asmodie had to do. Like that's what it required to get that W. And that wasn't that wasn't a 3 stock, that wasn't a 4 stock, that wasn't a 5 stock. That was last hit red. That could have gone the way of Elsom if maybe 1 or 2 variables changed. If a butterfly flapped its wings early on in that game, we could have seen the tornado that is Elsom getting the KO and taking that game. So that does worry me. The fact that Asmodie had to do that much damage. At some point, the amount of damage you do is more of a con than a pro.
Sparky. That's Sparky Kutcher with that butterfly effect reference. But either way it goes, you're right. That's a crutch. You know, you can look at it as an amazing performance, but man, the way you just put it, you can see it as a crutch. Because if you're having to put out that much damage, now this game, say you get 600, that in turn looks like an L if your teammate played the same way they did the previous game.
Now, we don't know if Goddess's issues are fully solved, right? Just because Goddess isn't standing still on the soft platform doesn't mean that everything is 100%. So maybe this game will lead us more in that direction of understanding exactly where Goddess is. This is a great start to it. They didn't quite have the perfect team combo, but you see them controlling the blue team. The blue team being so split from one another didn't really give them the option to get that team combo, but they were still winning their 1v1s even though they were separate.
Man, we're talking about 1v1s. There's definitely 2 separate scraps going on here. This is not 2v2s. This is 1v1s with 2 fights going on one stage. That is what's happening at this moment. Bow! Oh! Gonna get 2 for 1 special? Did we get the 2 for 1? What a save from Elsom. I cannot believe Doggo got out of that situation. Elsom said, carry on without me, my friend. Carry on.
You say, you go, I stay. You go, I stay. I'm going to hold the door for you here. That was just like perfect 2v2 play from all parties involved. It just happened to be that like blue team was in an essentially unwinnable situation if the red team played correctly. And guess what? They did.
Yeah.
They followed up with those safe options from the weapon toss. Everybody was just playing textbook Brawlhalla.
That was beautiful gameplay. And yeah, I mean, Elsom really did have to make that sacrifice because there was not enough room on that door. Boom! Is this combo? I gotta see what it turns into.
Almost had it.
Gosh, that could have been so clean. Well, yeah, he could have opted to do the up throw off of that signature, so that could have been the KO. So that is going to be a big-time missed opportunity, and we're going to see what comes from it.
Whoa, that was a beautiful desync. Completely split up the blue team. I love double-sided signatures because of moments like that. They're great in 1v1 because you don't have to guess which side your opponent is on. They're great in 2v2 because they can split up your opponent completely. Incredible work. And we haven't even talked about, like, so many amazing things have been going on in this game. We didn't even talk about the character switch coming out from Doggo. He's playing Dusk.
I forgot. Yo, like, I just act like it was normal, like I had been seeing it. Oh my gosh. Literally talked about him being able to use the signature to chuck in different directions if it would have caught, and did not recognize the character's change. Look at that signature coming out from Asmodie. Almost got the stock off of Elsom, but it was not enough. Nice down air, and the dodge is expended. Oh, had to go for the recovery to get your own self back on the stage, and that's going to lead to Elsom living. Boom, boom. No longer. Goddess said, I got that, my boy.
Edgeguard situation coming up. Charging up that desync just a little bit. Didn't end up hitting it, but and that is going to be that game. We are now 2-1 in favor of Asmodie and Goddess. We see again, a lot of work still being done by Asmodie, but I'm not gonna admonish Goddess whatsoever for that because the damage numbers were still fine. The KOs that she picked up were still good as well. So it's definitely not like a lack of play coming out from Goddess. It's just like this is why it was like 30 seconds into the first time that I ever saw Asmodie play that I was like, oh yeah, I'm a fan.
I'm here for it.
I'm not even a fan anymore. I'm a stan.
That's good. I like it. I'm still in fandom. You got to take the set. Yeah, show me some more.
Okay.
Yeah, show me a little bit more. You know, because I'm still a Doggo fan, so how can I just immediately throw you from...
I know. I understand.
I mean? I can't just automatically jump you to fan and then turn it to a stand. Nah, I can't do that around here. That's too much.
No, I can definitely respect the loyalty. I mean, Doggo, he got that dog in him, so you got to respect it. You got to respect it.
That meme, I'm so old, man. That meme, the first time I saw it, where you see the rib cage and then there's some dogs in there, I had no idea what that meant like the first 4 times. And then I was looking at it one time in my group chat and I was like, some dogs in them. Got the dog in them. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it.
That's a real life picture of Doggo. That is what he looks like in real life. And we are seeing yet another character swap. We're actually seeing the 2 character swaps coming out from the blue team. Same characters from the red team.
Yep, same characters. I'm looking for... Oh, Doggo with the... Okay. The Elsom swap. I think did you want to bring some Lance into the party? Is that what it's about?
There was already some Lance in the party, and they wanted not even a little bit more. They wanted a whole lot more of that that disrespectful Lance.
Wow.
That slow Lance bonk on the head. Yo!
Doggo made that back off of 2 immaculate plays. The neutral light to get the chase dodge up still wasn't enough, and then the recovery from Elsom to save the day. Elsom ends up losing that stock, but I cannot believe Doggo got to stay, and that is going to be a turnaround. Doggo gets the KO, and we have a tied game. Oh my gosh. Are you going to get KO'd again? No! Don't let this edge guard happen. I was so scared for Elsom at that moment. Goddess was trying to make this first stock count, sitting on deep red, and almost got the fresh second stock of Elsom out of there.
Goddess had so much power in that moment. She had so much control of everything that was going on. Oh, just barely misses the D-Light Nair as the option. I think picked up the D-Light too close to where her actual character was, so she couldn't get the Nair follow-up. Ended up being 2 stacked in the actual like clunk of the D-Light hit.
So this is a chaotic game, man. It's hard to keep track of all the greatness that's going on the screen at the moment, especially when we see that save we saw earlier. We see the moment that you just mentioned. We see the KOs that are coming out from Doggo. What can Doggo do while alone on stage, fending off both players? Great job. A down signature is going to land, but you're going to get punished for that one with no dodge in hand. And Asmodie really was not able to chase. Nice job to go over the top by Doggo.
Seen Asmodie just kind of play towards the middle of the stage. We are seeing a lot of damage coming out that is on the red team side. Asmodie taken out. Are they going to get the full... Oh, the bounce. After the desync from Elsom hit, Goddess ended up hitting the wall. That took away some of the momentum. Didn't immediately lead into the KO. You saw Asmodie charging that. Didn't want to hit her teammate, but because of that, gave Doggo the time to come in with the ground pound to actually take the teammate out.
That was so good. My gosh. People are just getting tossed left and right. This is a speed run of a match for both teams. Ooh, that was dangerous territory for Asmodie, able to get back in there. Spear in hand from Elsom. I have not really seen too much of this spear going to work. A few D-lights at the stairs here and there, but it has not been the star of the show. It's been the lance from Elsom, and definitely the bow and the spear from Asmodie have been doing a great job. You know what? I think that...
Oh, that's huge!
That's huge. Hold on. What we got? What we got? Oh, my gosh. What a beautifully timed dodge from Goddess to stay alive here.
You talked about that spear not being the biggest player in this game so far, but when he has that spear in hand, he's going for those D6. Elsom's been using those so much. Is Goddess going to be able to make it? Goddess gets back. Doggo taken out. Elsom in the 1v2 situation. Elsom, it's still winnable for him. He's going to hope to get the W here to turn it into a Game 5 situation as he's down 1-2 in this best-of-5 set.
Yeah.
Oh! I thought the true combo option wasn't going to come out. I thought that they weren't going to get the follow-up. I thought the red team was going to see like, oh, our timing wasn't perfect, so we're not going to go for any follow-up. I thought Goddess was going to say, okay, I don't feel comfortable about going for anything, but turn around neutral signature. Gets the KO, takes the game, 3-1. Amazing Goddess moving on over Doggo and Elsom.
So you see Elsom has the book in his hands, and